Hey creatures, it's me Harold, and we're here in the Moldy Corner talking about some more movies this week. We visited the local multiplex in anticipation for the new Evil Dead Burn. Evil Dead Burn is here. The Deadites are gonna eat you and swallow your soul, swallow your soul, swallow your soul, swallow your soul. The latest in the Evil Dead franchise, which you may not know is even a franchise, but we've been following it for years and we're super excited to get another film because we're supposed to get like a lot of films these days, and we're gonna get one like every couple of years now. So says Bruce Campbell. So color me excited to see more films, especially if they hold in quality. I mean, this one was a little bit... Well, we'll get it. We'll get there. Let's get there. Back in the day, you had the original Evil Dead from 1981. And then you had the classic Evil Dead 2, which launched the careers of many a filmmaker wannabes. And then the box office hit Darkman. Sam Raimi moved on to make Army of Darkness, one of the most quotable films you could ever watch. And then fast forward multiple decades, we got a TV show, which was a lot of fun and funny and had some like good lore stuff going on. And then we got the 2013 Evil Dead. This film was top notch. Really enjoyed that one. I felt it kept the spirit of the original Evil Dead really close to heart, and like its Necronomicon was like so nasty and dirty. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that film. Top notch. And then another decade later, 2023, we got Evil Dead Rise by the director Lee Cronin, who's gone on to make the Mummy movie, which like has a lot of like controversy around it. But his Evil Dead movie, everyone seemed to really enjoy. It was super gory, super gross, but the Deadites felt on point, and like some of the comedy worked. Like it was a good movie. It was a fine Evil Dead movie. It was fine. And now we're here with Evil Dead Burn, which is continuing the story from Evil Dead Rise, which if you didn't watch Evil Dead Rise, you would have no clue what's going on. And Evil Dead Burn does no effort to catch you up like all the other Evil Dead films do. But this one, you're in the deep end on your own. Good luck swimming in the blood. Like Evil Dead Rise, this film follows another family, but this one's like grieving a recent death. They're like back from the funeral home, and that was... Oh man, the funeral scene was that was just fantastic. It had me laughing the whole way through. But they're going home and they're grieving over their loss, and hijinks ensue because one of them has read from the book of the Necronomicon, or at least one of the Necronomicons. Evidently, there's 3 books now. I didn't catch this up into the mythology until after the film, but now there's 3 books. Now there's 3 books. Okay, all right, Army of Darkness had 3 books, but I thought like a couple of them were like just decoys, but evidently they're real books. Or this one is like actually, I'm this Evil Dead Burn does not add a lot to the mythology. Like there's a little tidbits here, but they're not going full scale with the mythology. They're just kind of like tipping their like toes slightly into the water and then not resolving anything. Make no mistake, this is a fun film to watch, and like the gore is there, the Deadites are there, the Necronomicon's a little bit there, the Kandarian dagger is like a big plot point, the MacGuffin of the film, like a very obvious MacGuffin, but I mean it holds the film together, so that's fine. It's just the first 30 minutes of this film gives you story whiplash. It's not until the family actually shows up at the house does the film actually start, and you're not sure what's going on. Like all the other Evil Dead films gave us like cool intros or like setups or like prologues, but this film's like 2 shots of a guy reading a book, monster boil, guys in boat, they're all dead. Everyone's at the club, it's really loud, everyone hates each other, he dies in a car crash, and then we move on. That's like it's like super fast act 1, and you have no idea what's really going on. It's super confusing. But once you get to the house and act 2 starts, then everything starts coming together. And the film like really becomes like a fun horror film, a fun Evil Dead film. I think my biggest gripe with the film, with Evil Dead Burn here, is that it's not very eventful. It's not very inventful. Like it doesn't invent any new kind of like kills or like has any crazy cool ideas. It's actually kind of very standard. I feel like I'm watching one of the Saw sequels a little bit. The Deadites just, they just don't put the fear in you. Like they're wild, like they're wild animals, but these guys are more like slow walking zombies a little bit. Well, it feels that way. Like, I mean, at one point, somebody negotiates with a Deadite. Like, you've lost your mind if you think that's actually going to happen. You've lost your mind. And they also seem to be setting up, like, a bigger, like, future for these films, like a connected universe, but it's not, they're not really putting their full foot into it. I'm getting new characters every single movie. No one's really, there's 3 different books, and nobody knows what they're actually doing. It's just, I mean, monster movie time. And that's a little disappointing from Evil Dead Rise to Evil Dead Burn. I'm hoping that the new film, Evil Dead Wrath, which they've already announced, will be, like, super fun. They said it's going to be, like, in the 70s, so, like, fingers crossed that that's going to be a lot of fun. Who the director will be, I don't know yet, but hopefully they find somebody new, because this Evil Dead Burn dude, I don't think he cut the mustard. And Lee Cronin's already moved on to, like, other films, so, like, they'll give it to somebody new, and hopefully it'll be really cool. But Evil Dead Burn is, like, well, let's go through the tier rankings here so you can, like, see where everybody sets up. So we're going to give the original Evil Dead an A. It was kind of a student film, so it's got some flaws, but there's a lot that's really cool in there, so A. Evil Dead 2 is a film classic, undisputed, legendary picture. S-class. Evil Dead 2, easily S-class. Army of Darkness. Okay, people are going to get mad at me at this one, but, like, Act 3 is a drudge to get through. Acts 1 and 2 are a lot of fun. Act 3 is bleh. So A. It goes into the A's. Then you have 2013's Evil Dead. Alright, this film is really good, and it really captures the spirit of the original. But there's little flaws here and then there. But it's still an A class. It's almost an S. It's so close to an S. So close to an S. But it's going to go in A. Very, very solid A. Then there's Evil Dead Rise. Pretty solid film. A lot of fun to watch. I would totally revisit this one, like, at any time. It's really good. But, like, it's over the top in some parts that doesn't need to be, and some of the story elements don't really make sense. So, you know, very good B. It's a great B. It's a great B movie. Unlike Evil Dead Burn. It's solid. It's fine. It's a fine film. C is fine. You are a fine film. It's watchable. But is it as good as the rest of the films? No. No, it's not. Overall, did I have a fun time? Yes, I did. It was a lot of fun. I really hope that they continue expanding this universe in fun, different ways. But until then, stay dead, Deadites. Wah!